and told Yellow. They were both very sober and quiet. What did the mysterious message mean? Had the caterpillars fallen from the very top? Finally, Stripe announced, "I've got to know. I must go and find the secret of the top." And more gently, "Will you come and help me?" Yellow struggled inside. She loved Stripe and wanted to be with him. She wanted to help him succeed. But she just couldn't believe that life at the top was worth it. She wanted to get up, too. The crawling life wasn't really enough for her either. She had to admit that it looked like the pile was the way to do it. Stripe seemed so sure that Yellow felt ashamed not to disagree. She also felt stupid and embarrassed since she could never put her reasons into words. Yet somehow, waiting and not being sure was better than action she couldn't believe in. She couldn't explain. She couldn't prove anything. But for all her love, she could not go with Stripe. She just knew climbing was a wrong way to get high. "No," she said, and Stripe left her for his climb. Yellow was desolate without Stripe. She crawled daily to the pile looking for him and returned home at night sad and half relieved that she never saw him at the bottom, at least, if she feared that he might plunge to his death as well. She felt like doing something, anything, rather than just waiting. "What in the world do I really want?" she sighed. "It seems different every few moments, but I know there must be more." Finally, she became numb and wandered away from everything familiar. One day, a gray-haired caterpillar hanging upside down on a branch surprised her. He seemed caught in some hairy stuff. "You seem in trouble," she said. "Can I help?" "No, my dear. I have to do this to become a butterfly." Her whole insides leapt. Butterfly, that word, she thought. "Tell me, sir, what is a butterfly?" "It's what you're meant to become. It flies with beautiful wings and joins the earth to heaven. It drinks only nectar from the flowers and carries the seeds of love from one flower to the other. Without butterflies, the world would soon have few flowers." "It can't be true," she gasped. "How can I believe there's a butterfly inside you or me when all I see is a fuzzy worm?" "How does one become a butterfly?" she asked pensively. "You must want to fly so much that you're willing to give up being a caterpillar." "You mean to die?" asked Yellow, remembering the three who fell from the sky. "Yes and no," he answered. "What looks like you will die, but it's really that you still live. Life is changed, not taken away. It's different from those who die without ever becoming butterflies." "And if I decide to become a butterfly," said Yellow hesitantly, "what do I do?" "Watch me. I'm making a cocoon. It looks like I'm hiding. I know, but a cocoon is no escape. It's an in-between house where the change takes place. It's a big step, since you can never return to the caterpillar life. During the change, it will seem to you or to anyone who might peek in that nothing is happening, but the butterfly is already becoming. It just takes time. And there's something else. Once you're a butterfly, you can really love. The kind of love that makes a difference, that makes a new life. It's better than all the hugging that caterpillars do. "Oh, let me go and get Stripe," Yellow said. But she sadly knew he was too far into the pile to reach. "Don't be sad," said her new friend. "If you change, you can fly and show him how beautiful butterflies are. Maybe he will want to become one too." Yellow was torn in anguish. What if Stripe comes back and I'm not there? What if he doesn't recognize my new self? Suppose he decides to stay a caterpillar. At least we can do something as caterpillars. We can crawl and we can eat. We can love in some way. Two cocoons can't be together at all. How awful to get stuck in a cocoon. How could she risk the only life she knew when it seemed so unlikely that she could ever be a glorious winged creature? The gray-haired caterpillar continued to cover himself with silky threads. As he wove the last bit around his head, he called, "You'll be a beautiful butterfly. We're all waiting for you." And so Yellow decided to risk for a butterfly. For courage, she hung right beside the other cocoon and began to spin her own. Imagine, I didn't even know I could do this. That's some encouragement. If I have inside me the stuff to make cocoons, maybe the stuff of butterflies is there too. While back at the pillar, Stripe, going up the pillar, made much faster progress this time. He was bigger and stronger since he had taken time out. From the beginning, he determined to get to the top. He especially avoided meeting the eyes of the other crawlers. He knew how fatal such contact could be. He tried not to think of Yellow. He disciplined himself neither to feel or be distracted. Stripe didn't seem just disciplined. He was downright ruthless. Even among climbers, he was special. He didn't think he was against anybody. He was just doing what he had to get to the top. Don't blame me if you don't succeed. It's a tough life. Just make up your mind, he would say, that you're going to make it to the top. That was his only goal. Stripe had done well, but when light finally filtered down from the top, he was close to exhaustion. All the caterpillars held their positions with every skill of a lifetime. Climbing had taught them. Every small move counted terribly when you were near the top. There was no communication. They were like cocoons to each other. Then one day, Stripe heard a crawler saying right above him, "None of us can get any higher without getting rid of them." Soon after, he felt tremendous pressure and shaking. Then came screams and falling bodies, then silence, lots more light and less weight from above. Stripe felt awful with this new knowledge. The mystery of the pillar was clearing. He knew what happened to those three caterpillars. Frustration surged through Stripe, but as he was agreeing this was the only way up, he heard a tiny whisper from the top. "There's nothing there at all.